Ever wondered what happens when your neighbor, the HOA Karen, decides your garage is her personal storage unit? Well, I don't have to wonder. I lived it. And let me tell you, the payback was epic. It all started a few months ago. I'd just moved into this nice, quiet neighborhood with a notoriously strict HOA. I tried to keep my head down. Mow the lawn on schedule, bring the trash cans in on time. All that good stuff. My next-door neighbor, let's call her Karen, was the self-appointed queen of the HOA. She had a clipboard and a permanent scowl. My first run-in with her was over my garden gnome. Apparently it was tacky and violated some obscure bylaw written in 1982. I moved the gnome. I just wanted peace. A few weeks later, I noticed something odd. A dusty old armchair appeared in the corner of my garage. I have a two-car garage, but I only own one car, so there's a good amount of empty space. I figured maybe my wife had bought it from a yard sale and forgot to tell me. I asked her, and she had no idea where it came from. Weird, right? We decided to just wait and see if one of us remembered. The next day, a stack of old magazines and a wobbly end table joined the armchair. Now, I was getting suspicious. I work from home, so I started keeping a closer eye on my garage. The door was usually closed, but one afternoon I had it open while I was doing some yard work. And who do I see waltzing up my driveway, dragging a hideous floral-patterned lamp? You guessed it. Karen. She didn't even see me at first. She just walked right into my garage, like she owned the place, set the lamp down next to the armchair, and dusted off her hands with a satisfied look. I stepped out from behind my hedge. "Excuse me, Karen, what are you doing?" She jumped, startled, clutching her pearls like I was a burglar in my own home. "Oh," she said, recovering quickly. "I was just storing a few things. You have so much extra space, and my garage is simply overflowing." She said it so matter-of-factly, like it was the most normal thing in the world. I was stunned. "Karen, this is my garage. You can't just put your stuff in here without asking." She scoffed. "Oh, don't be so dramatic. It's just a few items. I'm on the HOA board, We neighbors need to help each other out." She then had the audacity to lecture me about community spirit before strutting back to her house, leaving her junk sitting there. I was fuming. I moved her things onto her front porch. The next morning, they were right back in my garage, along with a box of what looked like old Christmas decorations. This was what? I tried talking to her again, but she just dismissed me. I complained to the HOA, but since she was on the board, my complaint mysteriously got lost. For the next month, it was a battle of wills. I'd move her stuff out. She'd move it back in. She was adding more junk every week. My garage was starting to look like a forgotten aisle at a thrift store. There was a broken bicycle, a stack of old tires, and even a creepy-looking mannequin. My wife was getting fed up, and honestly, I was running out of ideas. Then, one night, as I was staring at the mountain of garbage she'd accumulated, a brilliant, beautiful, and slightly evil idea popped into my head. I couldn't throw her stuff away, because she'd probably try to sue me. I couldn't sell it, for the same reason. But what if it just disappeared? The next morning, I got the work. I took a few photos of the glorious collection of treasures in my garage. The armchair, the tables, the lamp, the mannequin, everything. I made a new post on a popular online marketplace. The headline was simple, but effective. "Huge garage clean out. Everything is free." I described the items, making them sound slightly better than they were, like a vintage armchair and eclectic home decor. I listed my address and put in big, bold letters. "First come, first served. Everything must go tonight. Available for pickup after 8 p.m. I set it to post, and then went about my day with a giant grin on my face. That evening, I parked my car down the street, turned off all the lights in my house, and watched from my upstairs window. Right around 8 p.m. The first car pulled up. A young couple got out, looked a little confused, and then peeked into the open garage. Their eyes lit up. They grabbed the armchair and the end table and loaded them into their truck. A few minutes later, another car. A guy took the tires. Then another, for the bicycle. It was like watching a magic show in reverse. Her junk was vanishing piece by piece. The best part, a group of college kids pulled up in a beat-up van, saw the mannequin, and burst out laughing. They treated it like a long-lost friend, put a hat on it, buckled it into the passenger seat, and drove off into the night. Within 2 hours, my garage was completely empty. It was sparkling. It was beautiful. The next morning, I was outside sipping my coffee when Karen stormed over, her face the color of a tomato. Where is it? Where is all my stuff? Say. Shriek. Say. Shriek. I gave her my most innocent look. What stuff, Karen? Oh, you mean that pile of junk you abandoned in my garage? Primera vez no idea. I opened my garage door this morning, and it was all gone. It's a real mystery. I shrugged. Maybe someone stole it. You should probably file a police report for your valuable possessions. The look on her face was priceless. She knew I did it, and I knew she knew, but she couldn't prove a thing. She couldn't admit to the police that she was illegally storing her junk in my garage. She was trapped. She just stood there, sputtering, before finally turning around and stomping back to her house. And you know what? I haven't seen a single piece of her junk since. My garden gnome is back in its rightful place, and my garage is mine again. Sometimes you just have to get a little creative to solve a big problem. Thanks for watching my story. If you've ever had a crazy neighbor situation, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.